So earlier this evening, Donald Trump had yet another rally, this time taking place in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. It was his second speech of the day, meaning that he was really tired. You know, Donald Trump can't do much for long hours anymore. He's very fragile nowadays, and you could really see the fatigue, not only physically, but also from the talking points that he was running with. They were just so crazy and insane and recycled. And of course, the MAGA crowd in the venue was rowdy as they always are. They think Donald Trump is the greatest thing. He could say that the sky is red and the grass is purple, and they'd clap along and call him a genius. But for your average voter out there, your average voter in Pennsylvania, they're looking at these rallies and Donald Trump like he's insane, because he is. And these talking points that he was spouting tonight really hammer that point home. So I'm going to show you some clips from this rally. We'll talk about them a little bit, but man, are they really weird. So the first clip I want to show you is Donald Trump doing some debate prep with his crowd, like asking them what he should do at the presidential debate. He doesn't seem all that prepared, so take a look at the clip.
Won just about all of those suckers, we want them. How should I handle him? Should I be tough and nasty? Or should I be, she'd say, no, should I be tough and nasty and just say you're the worst president in history? Or should I be nice and calm and let him speak? 50. Be tough. Be tough. So bad. So bad.
Yeah, wow. Really strange, a lot to unpack right there. But the first thing I want to talk about is that Donald Trump is not taking this debate seriously at all. He's like not preparing at all, which could mean one of two things. He's lazy or he's going to drop out. I think both are equally as likely, but let's just say he's lazy and he's going to show up for the debate and something like that. He's not taking this seriously at all. He's not doing any prep. He's not, getting the talking points in line. He's not having mock debates like Joe Biden is. And he's going to walk into that debate underestimating Joe Biden, and he's going to get slapped around on the stage. That's exactly what happened in 2020. Trump and his campaign underestimated Joe Biden. Then Biden stepped up, slapped him around, told him to shut up on live television, and then a couple of months later stole his house, kicked him out of the White House. So I'm looking, based on this clip alone, and Donald Trump's like thinking around the debate, I am so looking forward to it, because Joe Biden is going to be incredibly prepared, as he always is. He's really good at being president. Being prepared is part of the job. He's going to be prepared as always and have the points ready to just combat Donald Trump on every single point. And then Trump's going to get up there and try his garbage, the flailing of the arms, the screaming, the nonsense, and Biden's just going to shut him down every single time. So he's not taking this seriously. He's doing stuff like this. But the second point I want to make is that just look at that crowd. Look at the MAGA cult. Donald Trump is giving them one of two options, like be nasty, be mean, just interrupt Joe Biden the entire time, don't have a productive debate, or, be nice, let him speak and stuff like that. And they cheer the being mean and they boo the being nice and having a productive conversation. And I think that is such a perfect summary of MAGA, that they're actually not interested in a productive conversation, productive policy, doing things that make people's lives better. They're not interested in that. They're kind of interested in the viciousness of it all. The evil debate, the cutting each other off, not getting anything done, the notoriety, the views, the fame, whatever that might come with politics. That's what they're interested in. They're not interested in making the country better. They're interested in this stuff. And we just saw it. We just saw it from the MAGA crowd. They want Donald Trump to get up there and not discuss policy and outline his vision and have Biden do the same. They want Trump to get up there and just make a fool out of it, make a mockery of the presidential election. And I really don't think there's a better summary for MAGA out there than what we just saw with Donald Trump not being prepared and them not wanting productive debate. So that's just one clip I had to show you. Like, Donald Trump is not taking this seriously. It's going to go really badly for him, I predict, and I can't wait to watch. But the second clip I want to show you is really just pure evil from Donald Trump. I don't know if there's a better way to describe it. He suggested that Dana White at the UFC make a migrant-only fighting league. Really? Take a look at the clip.
I told Dana White of UFC, I said, here's what we're going to do. These are tough cookies coming into our country, coming with prisons and mental institutions. I said to Dana White, UFC, he's got a big fight going on right now. He's a good friend of mine. You know what he said the other day? They said, who's the toughest person you've ever met? He said, definitely Donald Trump. He said, Donald Trump. How about that? But I said, Dana, I have an idea for you to make a lot of money. You're going to go and start a new migrant fight league. Migrants, only migrants. And then at the end of the year, the champion migrant is going to fight your champion. And I hate to tell you, Dana, I think the migrant might win. That's how tough they are.
Yeah, wow. It really just shows you that Trump thinks that these migrants who are coming to the border are like toys or like pawns to play with and entertain the rest of us. It's like, what are we doing? Duels in Rome again in the Colosseum? It's like, no, this is 2024. We're in modern society. We don't do stuff like this. It's not Fight Club, right? This is incredibly evil. Like Trump, the problem with Trump when it comes to immigration is many things, but I think at the core of it is that he doesn't see them as human, right? He doesn't see them as people. He doesn't see them as people as you and I. He just sees them as lesser than him because they come from a different country. They look different than him. They worship different than him. They speak different than him. He sees them as lesser. So he's like, yeah, let's just throw them into a ring and have them fight for our entertainment, and then we can make a bunch of money from doing it. That's the problem. He doesn't see them as people. And look, there's no doubt that there's a problem at our border right now. But, Joe Biden and the Democrats have actually tried to solve it. They put forward legislation to solve it, and the Republicans rejected it. They're not interested in that and actually getting something done. Instead, what the Republicans are interested in is making sure that nothing gets done so Donald Trump has a talking point. And now apparently Donald Trump is interested in a fighting league among these people. Look, the folks that are coming to the country right now, and this is important, are just trying to seek a better life for them and their families. We recognize that there's a problem. There's too many people claiming asylum, but they just want a better life. They just want food on their table. They want a roof over their head, just like everybody else. And to suggest that they should be put in a fighting league so that he could make some cash is disgusting. It's the same xenophobic garbage that we've heard from Donald Trump for so long. It's absurd. And this guy cannot be in the Oval Office. He can't. This is gross. This is gross. So those two clips are already bad enough, but the last clip I want to show you from this rally is Donald Trump just rambling incoherently. And before I play it, I just want to preface, I don't want to hear a Trump supporter ever again say that Joe Biden can't speak or that Joe Biden rambles or something like that, especially when their cult leader is going on incoherent ramblings like this.
The green new scam is no water in your faucets. You ever try buying a new home and you turn on, they have restrictors in there. You want to wash your hair? Well, you want to wash your hands. You turn on the water and it goes drip, drip. The soap, you can't get it off your hand. So you keep it running for about 10 times longer. You're trying. The worst is your hair. I have this beautiful, luxuriant hair. And I put stuff on. And I put it in. Lather. I like lots of lather, because I like it to come out extremely dry, because it seems to be slightly thicker that way. And I lather up, and then you turn on this crazy shower, and the thing drip, drip. And you say, I'm going to be here for 45 minutes. They put restrictors, and they put them on in places like here where there's so much water you don't know what to do with it. It's called rain. It rains a lot in certain places.
Yeah, so that's the Republican nominee for president claiming, one, that he has luxuriant hair. Number two, he's talking about lathering himself in public. This was just hours after he offered to take his shirt off on stage at a speech in Washington, D.C. And then three, he is fully under the belief that Democrats are going around and placing restrictions on water to the point that it just like drips out of shower heads and faucets. I am fully convinced that Donald Trump does not live in the same reality that we do. He really believes that Democrats are going around and doing this, and that all over the country there's this epidemic of dripping water heads and dripping faucets because the Democrats are doing it. Great. That is utter nonsense. It's just complete nonsense. I have no idea where this guy is getting this from. Look, I think there are two options here. That one, he's trying to rile up the base by lying, or two, he genuinely believes this and he is just that out of touch and that mentally deluded that he thinks that this is an actual thing that's happening around the country. And I love his solution at the end there. He says, all these places that are having water droughts, there's this thing called rain. Oh my, why didn't we think of that sooner? Oh, there's rain. That solves all the problems. Oh, so like these debates we've been having for years among scientists about what we do with droughts and like in California when they don't have water. Oh, it's just rain. This guy is so, how do I say this nicely? Unintelligent. So unintelligent. He doesn't understand like droughts or restrictions on water use at all. Instead, he talks about his hair and and soaping himself. I mean, it's so gross. I can't even continue thinking about this any further. That's Donald Trump's rally. That's what he did today in Pennsylvania. Do you think it convinced any independent voters? I certainly don't think so. When he's talking about stuff like this, making arguments like this, I don't think that's swinging the pendulum at all toward him. Matter of fact, I think somebody can watch these clips and then say, okay, I'm going to go to Joe Biden's side now and vote for him. I think we got to give that guy 4 more years, as opposed to the dude over there talking about lathering himself in public, right? So anyway, that's Trump's rally in Pennsylvania. Complete disaster, as expected. I'll leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Make sure to subscribe down below. It really goes such an incredibly long way. Also, drop a like on the video and comment. Let me know what you think about all of this. I'm excited to hear your feedback. And as always, I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.